People, welcome back to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, in this video, I just want to put this out there first and foremost. I want to dedicate this video, not just to Jodian Fearon, but also the thousands of Jamaican women, families who have lost loved ones in similar circumstances, right? And the ones who will meet a similar fate in the future. But before I go any further, let me make it 100% clear. I don't want this to be interpreted as an attack on Jamaica's already overworked and underpaid medical personnel, right? This is not an attack on the nurses and the people who work at these institutions. However, accountability is not an option anymore. Over here on Politricks Watch, we demand it. Let me say that again. Accountability is not an option anymore. I hope all of Jamaica society understand this. From the politicians, from the highest politician, whether you want to be an uncared man, no matter. Accountability is not an option. When things like this go down, we go ask question, and nobody can tell you say we not ask no question, right? And if we try go on like we want to brush things under the carpet, we dig it up back from under the carpet and throw it right by your head top. Now, let me put this out there, because I see all kind of foolishness I go on at the press, and people that get emotional and go on like say, nobody is trying to say Andrews or Huey is like a secret hit squad who was trying to, listen, cut the nonsense. Nobody is saying Andrews Memorial Hospital or Huey Hospital or Spanish Town or Christopher Tufton secretly conspired to kill Jodian Fearon. Nobody is saying that. That is ridiculous, and to even act like that is what people are saying, show you say a lot of you people are brain dead. That has never been the point. It's never been the point. But we must learn from our failings so that we can make changes in the future. That means that we can reduce incidents like this happening again. Now, I've been listening to people and seeing all kind of things in social media, incredibly from females who could one day end up in the same situation, right? And I'm telling you right now, people, some of the things I've been hearing is utterly ridiculous.
What's the big deal? Yeah, now go on like she's special. She's special? And she alone is ever happened to? What's the big deal? Yo, go and allow Andrews alone, yeah, man. Look, me have 100 pin down on Andrews and me never have no problem yet. Go and allow the people. I'm not going to say people and they want to kill her. If she have hole in them heart, if she have a hole in her heart, what you want the people them do? Then I nothing for it, Andrews. Do the people alone and go. All them do I love chat. I'm not going like Jodian Fearon special. You think she's special? Enough time me something on the bad not talk about it. Move from right there, sir. And allow Andrews alone. Me love Andrews.
You know, I've been sitting back and watching a lot of things going on social media, checking out a lot of those pages, and just seeing the things where Jamaican people are right surrounding this incident. I'm going to put it out there right now, and I can only speak the way I know to speak. Someone is sick, drunk, or stomach. I know the worst thing. The least empathetic people I've seen online are females, which is incredible, because it can happen to anyone I know. It can happen to anyone I know. Right? And I realize say Jamaica is full of spineless people who stand for nothing, right? And fall for everything, right? And when you're so quick to show on the tribalist colours, right? For some reason, people are emotionally connected to Andrews or to Christopher Tufton or to Huey Hospital, and I go on like say Jodian Fearon family, not to find out what go on, right? People are going to talk about, oh, forget and move on, it done gone already. What do you mean done gone already? Yo, cut the foolishness, people. Women done gone already. Only certain people only can tell that. You know how much unknown, no name people lose them life under similar circumstances. That's why I'm doing this video. Not just for Jodian Fearon. That's why we're going to call out Andrews. And the medical system, right? All of the people involved in this, I will get roast like a breadfruit in this video, right? And I'm going to use Andrews' own words and sing them, but I'm going to use the family word, because I have a letter from Jodian Fearon's boyfriend, right? In baby father. He's contacted me. I'm going to give you all the information I'm giving me, but I'm not even going to use theme words and roast them. I'm going to use them own words and roast them. People will need to stick around till the end of this video, so they don't miss nothing at all, right? And let me tell you something. Not only people that talk about low this and forget about this and Jodian Fearon and going to ship. Let me tell you something. You see, if this did happen to certain people in Jamaica, you see, if Jodian last name was Mahfood or Matalan, everybody down at Andrews are run up and down right now. You hear me I tell you? Everybody over UE, Ministry of Health, the whole of them have to run up and down. Smarty head with a roll. So I come tell the woman family about forget and move on. Right? Now let me explain this to people then. Because someone look like on the show. There is a thing called criminal negligence. Right? Not because Jodian and Fearon had a hole in her heart. That means say case closed, all is well, lock up the folder and dash it away. That's not how it works. There's a reason why we have something called criminal negligence. There's a reason why we have something called manslaughter. Right? If you drink 10 flasks of rum and I drive 200 miles per hour and lick somebody and them lose them life, and that person had a hole in them heart, it is possible so the person lose them life even before and not even the car itself kill them. I got all the fear and the shock and them thing they kill them before the car even lick them. However, the fact that you did that drive 200 miles per hour and drink 10 flasks of rum, that means that you will be investigated and you are very likely to get charged for something. Even though it was the actual owner of the person that caused the death. The fact that the role you played leading up to that being triggered off means that you're in a problem. That's how the law works. I want to feel like about all in the heart, case done. No, the case not done. If you walk up to a man and just start thumping him in the face, and him have own a female, and him end up dropping and dead, and when he reach at the hospital, them say, oh well, the cause of it was the whole night man. The fact, you walk up to him and start thumping him in the face and start kicking him, that you have a case on your head top. You can't talk about, oh well, the whole night hard kill him, so yo, drop the kid. No, on a side work. That's not how it works for normal people, and that's not how it is going to work for Andrews Moral Hospital and you and whoever involved in this. Right? So kill the argument there from now. That is the first Simple Simon argument we are destroy. The should have own our heart. Them never know. Drop the case. No case not drop. No case not drop. Now I'm going to proceed to give you the information that Jodian's baby father reached out to me and gave me. And some of this is absolutely shocking. But I shouldn't even be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. Now, I'm going to read out. I'm going to be actually reading. So if you hear me, I make some pause because I try, obviously, give people all of the details. Right? Now, the gentleman name is Kenton Sr. Right? And he's basically saying he met Jodian while they were working at PICA, which is the passport office. Right? And then she left, go to UA and graduate from UA. Then they plan to start for her family. Right? Now, this are the meat of the matter, people. Right? He said, their doctor, right? A man by the name of Dr. Lloyd Goldson, right? He's the one who was assisting her through her pregnancy, right? He says on the night of April the 23rd, 2020, about 7 p.m., Jodian was taken to the Andrews Memorial Hospital by her sister, Shanice Lloyd, because she wasn't feeling well, right? Okay, moving on. They both live in the Kingston 8 area. When they got to Andrews Memorial Hospital, everything was in place for her to deliver the child. C-section was required, and they had to pay over $400,000, along with the booking fees that were already paid. $400,000, right. The doctors at Andrews Memorial Hospital induced labor on her. While they were there, her temperature rose, and she developed a fever-like symptom and started to cough. The doctors, nurses, and other patients began to panic because they assumed she had corona. All the doctors and nurses at Andrews Hospital refused to participate in the C-section procedure and to even attend to Jodian and Fearon because of fear. Let me stop right there, so. Because we're not skip over that, you know. I'm going to ask you a question. When them did come on TV come talk about them prepared for corona, we never prepared for pregnant woman having corona too. Let's say Jodian did have corona, because of course in the end it turned out say she never have it. But let's say she did have it. Una not prepared for this. When una tell people say, una prepared and remember enough people, Andrews did sign a big deal with government where they're supposed to get some COVID patients, fine. So when una tell Jamaicans say, una prepared for this and prepared for that, you mean if you tell me say, big hospital, big brand hospital, now have nothing in place where them can deliver a woman with corona. So what happened to all these people who are catching it now? What happened when time some of them are woman and some of them want to deliver baby? What happened? We're not going to tell them to go to a bush, go sit down in a bush by themselves. You need to tell me, say, first of all, people need to stop act like say corona is some biblical old school 1500 AD plague when nobody never see it, right? There's more, the doctors them can cover up themselves and protect themselves and deliver the baby. We order that for, with the point that nobody no want to make them further move because, she cough and she have fever. Come at the whole of go up in a room and hide. Like say, we're not medical people. Come on, people. What will not tell me, say? What will not tell the Jamaican people, them say? When they can't deliver, the woman will have, you know what, let me move on. I don't want to get too hung up on one point, right? Then it says, Andrews Memorial tried to transfer Jodian to UWI and Jubilee hospitals, but both hospitals refused to accept her again. Big UWI, big University Hospital of the West Indies UWI, one of the biggest hospitals in the Caribbean, right? And Jubilee refused to take her. So what am I telling you, people? Again, they have nothing in place to deliver children from the woman them who have corona. So all of you people who have corona, if none of you pregnant, I'm sorry for you. Because it look like so if you go sit down in one bush somewhere by yourself. Because the doctor is responsible for you. Right? The letter goes on. He mentioned that someone called TVJ and they immediately send a team of journalists. So that's obviously when the media get involved. Right? Then he says the following morning, April 24, 2020, right, the decision was made to take her to Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine. A very long drive to a parish that was under lockdown with an expectant mother in distress. By the way, Kenton, I like how you write this. Right, this is how I like when things are written and sent to me. Right, I can read clearly and it makes sense. Somebody who have sense write this. Right. Now, obviously, he points out the fact say you have to go move the woman who's already in distress, right? Go on a whole different parish through one the big bag a rigmarole, right? Figure one another hospital, right? He says the ambulance was already parked on the hospital compound when Spanish Town received the call. The staff hastily prepared the isolation unit and the maternity ward while Jodian waited in the ambulance for almost an hour, right? Dr. Golson was also in the ambulance with Jodian. Right, so our doctor decided, alright, that's good. However, he was not allowed to deliver the baby because he's not a doctor at Spanish Town Hospital. Okay. Jodian Fearon gave natural birth. Right, so she pushed out the baby at the Spanish Town Hospital and not the C-section that was required. They also used a suction to help deliver the baby. Right, the woman them will listen who's been through this when you know how going right there. So, right. After giving birth, Jodian was placed on oxygen, while the fever and coughing was still there as well. The baby was also placed on oxygen for precaution. Right? He goes on to state, a decision was made to transfer Jodian to UWI. This decision was contested by me and our sister. Right? That's the baby father saying him and Jodian's sister contest the decision. He said he asked the doctor, why are you transferring her to UWI? And they had earlier rejected her. Excellent question. Right, and again, the whole heap of moving thing. Alright, that obviously you want to avoid that as much as possible. That's stressful. Anyway, it goes on. The doctor explained to us that the necessary equipment to treat her are not at Spanish Town Hospital, only at UWI, and they didn't want to take any risk. Okay, that's fair. Right. The ambulance later came and Jodian Fearon was transported to UWI. While she was admitted at UWI, she was in constant communication with her mother, who lives in New York. She was complaining about the way they were treating her at the hospital. UWI, the binoculars dip on you. We see you and Andrews I go back and forth and I go on like the two on a hopscotch like you don't know where I go on. UWI, the binoculars dip on them. But I think this is all about Andrews. But people go and relax in themselves. We soon get to them. I don't think I saw this go. Right. Now, where was I? The Jodian also texted her sister, Shanice, and told her that she was hungry. She requested a Lucozade and a snack. They were brought and taken to her at the ICU. I asked Kenton to clear up this. He said basically she asked for the Lucas in the snack, and the family bring it and give it to a nurse, and the nurse carry go give it to Jodian, right? The following morning about 6 a.m., he's saying he received a phone call from Jodian's mom in New York telling him that Jodian had passed away. When Shanice, with his sister, went to identify Jodian's body, there were tears marks on Jodian's face. Let me repeat that part there. When Shanice went to identify Jodian Fearon's body, there were tears marks on Jodian's face. He says he was informed by a police officer assigned to the case that Jodian Fearon died minutes after 10 p.m. on April the 24th, 2020. However, they didn't want to inform the family so late in the night, so they wait till the next morning, right? So, even though he find out the next morning, from 10 o'clock in the night, Jodian passed off. Jodian was left alone and unattended in the ICU at UE. Her lifeless body was found on the floor. People, UE, I'm telling you, the binoculars there, you have to come out, come answer them charge. And things only can come out with no little Nancy story and look sweet talk and say no doctor with no letter behind them name and buy out case it not go work. We want to know what go on there so. Her lifeless body was found on the floor, on the ground. Let me stop this one. This happened all over Jamaica, people. Your Jubilee, your UE, all over. The amount of people, them things happen to the amount of people who can relate to this story right now. Right? You know what? Let me not continue with what this brother is saying. There was nobody around to help her. Right? So maybe, he's now saying maybe she was trying to go and seek for help. So she come off of the bed, right? And she was probably crawling or something, but she up on the ground. Right? Right. So either she was trying to go somewhere, or she was at that point with all you can do is speculate, but she come off of the bed and she up on the ground then find her. So by that point, you know, a desperation set in. From the first she come off of the bed, she's getting desperate now. He says the Lucozade and the snack were found in her bag, still in her bag, same way. He says nobody from the government reached out to them. Right? And this is up to the point where I'm sending this message. Right? So I don't know, they might reach out after and say, yeah, but reach out to them. Yeah, up until the point of this message, nobody from the government, no link this brother here. Right? Just statements in the public to protect the image of their organization. No, and this is where things get spooky. He's saying now the police are interrogating the family and treating them like suspects. Shanice, who was his sister, was interviewed for over 6 hours at the CIB headquarters on Oxford Road. He's saying he was interviewed for over 5 hours at the CIB headquarters. They were asking weird questions about Jodian's history. They even asked Shanice if she's sure Kenton, the baby father, was the only man Jodian Fearon had. JCF, the binoculars depend on it too. CIB, the binoculars depend on it too. Right? Because remember, you know, when we see the politicians jump up and talk about, oh, we won't do any cover up, nobody tell us someone how to cover up on the conscience attack. See, what they try to find something on the victim side, we throw it on them. This is a classic textbook move from the system when them get catch with them pants down. Right? They immediately start to find something about you, right, where them can throw back and say, oh, well, that man, eh. And then when the public hear that piece of information, and the people go, oh, yeah, man, well, I guess she deserve it, right? Something them try dig on, something them try find, right? Notice who them pressure, the family or the victim, right? 6, let me ask you something, CIB. You're carrying the man them who run off Andrews and interrogate them for 6 hours? You're carrying the man them who run off UE hospital and interrogate them for 6 hours? Who want to know them answer? Yeah? Who want to know? Right? What kind of... First of all, only even a whole gunman for 6 hours. Only don't even a one gunman a walk in a session and come back in an hour and a half. You know what? Let me continue. Right? He says they started to call Shanice's phone every second. The lawyer had to contact them and request them to stop stalking her. Right? Now, he goes on to state, now we're taking a little smile can come on the face. Now he says the baby is doing great. And people, by the way, the little girl name is Peyton. Right? I'm going to put her on the screen right now because I asked him if he want me to show the Jamaican people a picture of Peyton, right? And he says he want the people to miss everything. So people, I'm going to show you Peyton right now, aka the Miracle Child. So right now, the entire Politricks Watch family, I'm sure everybody can agree, that there's more life and more blessings we are through towards little Peyton right now. This is a Miracle Child, and I'm sure she's going to grow up and make mommy proud, right? And of course, our daddy love her, our family love her. Mommy was here, she would love her too, right? So Peyton, more life and more blessings. But right now, we are good on in the heat. Right now, I go call out Andrews Memorial Hospital, the Ministry of Health, I go call out the whole of them, and I go use them own words, sing them people. I not use nothing more from what the boyfriend or the family tell me. I go sing them with them own words. People of Jamaica, yard and abroad, look on the screen right now, please. People, the chairman of Andrews Memorial Hospital is a man by the name of Pastor Everett Brown. And for those of you who don't know, Andrews is basically run by the church. Right? I think they're Seventh-day Adventists. Right? So the chairman of Andrews is a pastor. His name is Pastor Everett Brown. And he's the one speaking right here, people. This man is saying that Andrews has never been approached for or rejected efforts at registration or certification since it began operating 76 years ago. In 76 years, Andrews has never registered no kind. When people realize that Jamaica, when people say Jamaica is a real place, no one see where it come from, right? No one see where it come from. But don't worry, people, it get even spookier than this. Because listen to this now, right? And again, I'm using their own words. Listen to what Pastor Everett Brown say right now. And you can follow along on your screen because I'm posting them words because I say may I use them own words. This man is saying they've never been approached for assessment by the Ministry of Health for registration or certification. They have never been approached. In Jamaica, you have an hospital as well known as bold in your face because everybody know from town knows for Andrews Memorial there, right in the ring of everybody's face. Right? You can't miss it once you go up Hope Road. Right? And you're telling me the Ministry of Health has never set foot over there one day and say, yo, we're going for registration. Only there 76 years, man. 76 years. And nobody from Ministry of Health never stepped foot over there yet. I asked for no registration and a certification from Andrews. Right? And you notice what I'm going to say? What am I doing now? And the Sykes are true Ministry of Health under the bus. What am I say is, well, them never come to we. Right? Them never come to we, come tell we. And that thing basically I say, you know. Right? So all the people in the Ministry of Health who are going like them want to back up Andrews, well, see Andrews are thrown on their bus, yeah? What Andrews are saying right now is that, well, only them not on the use because them never come to we, come tell we nothing. And that's going right now, you know. No people get catch them pants down and people start throw people on the bus. Let me continue. Again, using them own words. The pastor go on to state that since the Gleaner exposed them with the announcement say Andrews are not for the hospital registered in Jamaica, he's saying that once the facility became aware that the onus was on them to apply, they immediately did so. Them never know people at Jamaica and them take people for fool. You mean to tell me say people who run off a hospital don't know say them have a duty for register? People at Jamaica, let me ask you several questions. Don't you have to register and license on the car? If police stop up on the road and say, make me see a registration and people see the car and you say, oh, me never know say, well, nobody never come to me and tell me say me need to register car. People at Jamaica, what would happen to you? People at Jamaica, including the people who take Andrew's side and I take Ministry of Health side and I go like you want to call down the girl family. Let me ask you a question. If you not drive on the car up on the road and police pulling over and say, make me see on the papers, and you look on the policeman in your face and say, nobody never come to me and tell me say me need to register car. Nobody never tell me say me need one license to drive one car. What would happen to the people? Let me ask you another question. If police get charged one machine in your waist and gun in your waist and say, yo, where your license and registration for the gun? And you say, nobody never come to me and tell me, say, what would happen to the people? Is that an excuse? Would that hold up in a court? Talk to me. People, what did happen to you? Police catch him with gun. And you tell police, and nobody from FLA never come tell me in my ears, say the onus is on me if you go register and license gun. Nobody know. What would happen to the people? I'll tell you what happened to you. Only that sit down on Horizon with Tesha Miller and Blackman right now. That's exactly where that happened to you. So wait, what? How we not see nobody from Andrews that get thrown in a Jeep back? And we are talking about big hospital. You hear what the man just say? Him never knows the owners was on them. This is Andrews we are talking about. We're not talking about one little clinic in our inner city, one corner somewhere. We are talking about the big bossy $400,000 Andrews Memorial Hospital that go look for me and tell me that them never know they need to register. Which business in Jamaica, in any field like this, no know them to register? People at Jamaica, even the stall them, if I the stall them on the roadside, them have to register. And you see any of them not register, police kick down that. And can't man have to start register. And if you don't register, them take with that. And Andrews Memorial Hospital I come tell people at Jamaica, say them never know say them never register. Big Andrews. I feel them words we're using now. Right? We not use the baby father road again. We not use the family road because I know I want to stay. I know I want to live. Allah might tell me make up things. Allah might tell. Alright, so I could use Andrew's words then. Right? Since I love Andrews too much. Right? They could move on. Again, keep looking on the screen because I want to see some feed them words. I only can go read the article. If you don't want to Gleaner, and for that Google Jodian Fearon, there's lots of articles about Gleaner. Do no one research. Don't take my word for it. And not only can Andrews not be bothered to register, right? They man, because we call out the other place in my name too, because only 4 of them registered no people. 4, out of all them private hospital in Jamaica. Not only Andrews can't bother to register, right? Them can't bother paying no tax neither. Because Gleaner find out, say, right? For the last 2 years, them not filing annual returns. Don't a company's office in Jamaica. The last 2 years. But listen to the excuse. Listen to the excuse now, people. I quote, again, from the pastor Everett Brown. In 2017, we changed our financial software, and as a result of such a transition, it has caused some delay in the processing of financial statements, which is required for the registration. Since then, we have been able to complete 2018 and 2019, and we have taken steps to have the same filed imminently. End quote. Really? You change financial software. Let me ask people at Jamaica this again. All small business owner, all self-employed people who have to file taxes, what would happen to you if you tell the government, say, oh, you know, send me financial, 2 years pass and you're not sending no tax? What? And the government come for you, and you tell them, say, you know, say, boy, financial software, you kind of get changed upon, you don't know. This don't send it still. People, what happened to you? People at Jamaica, what would happen to you? Huh? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me, because at this point, I joke the pastor make. So them they registered, right? And the reason I can't nobody tell them to register. And for 2 years now, they don't find the annual returns, right? And that's because them change financial software. So Andrews are gone, right? Andrews, it get even worse. You know done. Come on, man. It's not done, people. If you talk about the autopsy, how done I want to talk about the autopsy? Now, Jodian's baby father told me this part, but make sure, go find it in the Gleaner for those who love jump on people back, right? So only can see it for yourself, right? Because Andrews tell them lawyer, say if you tell Huey, right, if you don't free up the girl medical files. Andrews have them lawyer, I conspire with Huey, right, and I go on like them one hold on the documents. Kenton, the baby father, say them couldn't even touch the documents. Them did it, them hold on it, and them must spin the page and them no want nobody touch it. Even the family doctor, he have to stand up and just look. Nobody can physically hold it and go through it themselves. I won't not hide. What do not hide? And let me explain this to the people. The doctor, Jepta Ford, the man say, in her files, because this is key now, the people who love talk about she have all her heart. They were informed, as a matter of fact, let me put up on the screen too. Right, come on, on the stage. Let me put up on the screen. So as you can see, Dr. Jepta Ford, who is the family doctor for Jodian family, right? The man say, The records and postmortem revealed that Fearon had a pre-existing heart condition, a hole in her heart. But the doctor goes on to state the heart condition was noted in her medical records that were sent to all the hospitals to which she was transferred. So all around the people who claim say, because remember originally I say, well, all the doctor they must know that if people that talk like say a while they might do the delivery, them find out that this happened and afterwards, no. They were informed every hospital or medical files go with her and them can see say Jodian had a hole in her heart. Them see that. Them didn't know that. Right? Beforehand. This is not information that come out after she passed away. That is what no people believe. No. The doctor them at different hospitals, the Andrews and the UB and the Spanish Town, them know that the girl had a hole in her heart from before. Right? So that is a key piece of information. So we want to know why Andrews are going to other send lawyer to tell people about don't show this and don't show that. That we want to know. People have got answer for this, you know. Right? Now before the video end, let me call two people to the front of the congregation. I want to call the first person, Dr. Christopher Tufton, right? The Minister of Health. Right? Because me see whether in an interview, right, when you were asked regarding this Jodian Fearon thing, you flare up, right? You flare up like Hurricane Gilbert in 88. You jump up. I don't take orders from, and then you catch yourself. Right? You catch yourself. That was a smart move, Mr. Tufton. You catch yourself because you go flare up like a big bull, right? A big Italian bull. Those are your words in the boss, man. I don't take orders from, and you catch yourself. Right? When you realize you are now getting called out because the family can bring in them own doctor and bring in them own lawyer and bring in them own expert. Because all them people are whole long Jamaican is because enough people who them things happen to, them can't afford to bring in them own lawyer. Them can't afford to bring in them own this. Right? So because of that, them just take advantage and politicians come out, skin them teeth and run to joke, right? And then things brush on the carpet. But because the family of them own a doctor who can challenge the system. Right? Now when him under little pressure, golden boy Christopher Tufton, right, riding his wave of popularity from Corona, right, because all of a sudden, turn golden boy. Mr. Wagwan still, big up yourself. I don't take orders from, and then catch himself, right? And then he said afterwards, when him calm down and realize him gonna make a fool of himself, him say, I quote, I have confidence in the team that I have asked to generate the report. I would prefer to be guided by them than anyone else, end quote. Then that you gonna say? You gotta catch yourself still, right? Let me tell you this, I don't buy the hype. Christopher Tufton. People at Jamaica talk about, oh, best. That's because Jamaicans have low standards. Members of Jamaicans did lie down on hospital ground before Corona started, right? Lie down on bench and dead on bench. Members of the system was in shambles, staff overworked and underpaid long before. So Corona come round now, and because we not hear 10,000 cases, which to be honest, show me anywhere in the Caribbean you see them numbers. Show me anywhere in Africa where you see them numbers. People, there's a whole reason why certain countries don't get the crazy numbers where you see other people are getting them. But that's for another video. Right? But anyway, apparently Christopher Tufton them to get the credit. I could give them the credit. So go and right, do your popularity. Right? Elections soon come, you're going to win a landslide. I'm sure you're going to win a landslide. But we don't forget this. We're going to see what come out of this. Mr. Tufton. We're going to see what come out of this. But I'm glad you catch yourself still. I'm glad you catch yourself. Going back into the congregation. Next person to the front of the congregation, Prime Minister Andrew Wallace. Right. Now, as the captain of the ship, ultimately, you need to steer the direction. So, you see this Jodian Fearon thing, and the other cases that are happening all over Jamaica, ultimately, as the captain of the ship, you need to make sure that them things get started. Now, but I sit down and run in a corner about, well, my portfolio and me respond, no, you are the captain of the ship. Right. Again, you are also riding a wave of popularity, right? And elections soon come, and based on what I say, you're going to win by landslide, right? But don't forget, the popularity can change fast, yeah? Very, very fast, right? And only can fool the people them sometime, but not all the time, right? Jodian Fearon case, Jodian Fearon family need justice. The many women who have lost their lives and will lose them life, we need something to do about this, right? We need something done about this. Now is not the time to cover up. Now is not the time for fronting. Me understand the Andrews are in place. The Andrews is run by the church, and we know the church and state are intertwined, right? We know the church and state are Siamese twins, but we still need this case to be looked at properly, right? Again, this is bigger than Jodian Fearon. This is about the future and ensuring that things like this don't happen again, or at least reduced, and we can get rid of the unnecessary loss of life. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. To Jodian Fearon's family, I hope we do no justice in this video. For all the other females, all the other family members who have lost people in similar circumstances, and not come out of it, brush down the carpet like say a dirt. I hope I also did you guys justice. Big up.